Hi everyone, it's another episode of Chuck versus whatever. This episode is probably going to be about the Justice League and maybe Magneto. I don't know. We'll see as I talk more. Um, for the whole Justice League, as of right now, it was supposed to come out next year, but I just don't see that happening because they're after the Dark Knight Rises, from what I've heard, they're revamping it and getting new Batman and new characters to play new people. So that's what I've heard after this one, because Christopher Nolan's not doing another Batman movie, and neither is the person that's playing Batman. I forget his name, but he does an awful voice for Batman. Oh, I hate it so much. But anyways, and then you gotta add Green Lantern. You gotta add. So we gotta have another Green Lantern movie, which I've heard there is going to be one. There has to be a Wonder Woman movie. There has to be a Superman movie, which I believe is coming out next year or late this year. One of the two. I know it's being made, or it has been made. Maybe it's in the editing part of it. I don't know for sure yet, but I've seen pictures. Um, what else? Aquaman. There has to be an Aquaman movie, which reminds me, the guy that played Vincent Chase in Entourage, Adrian Grenier, or I think that's how you say his name. It sounds French. He should play Aquaman, because from the little bit that they had for him to play Aquaman in, I think it's like some part of season 3 of Entourage, he was actually pretty good for what they're having him do. Um, and then there's the Flash. They need to do a Flash movie, and I think there's one more character. I just can't remember what his name is. If you know the character's name, write it down below. I know he's like some type of Martian or something. Okay. Anyways, way back when, I think it was even before X-Men 2, there was rumors going around that there was supposed to be, or no, not X-Men 2. Before, it's called the first Wolverine movie, there was supposed to be a Magneto movie. And it hasn't happened, and I'm kind of surprised because the person played Magneto in First Class is awesome, and I think they could really do a movie just based on Magneto. I think it would be badass to do it if they have like the right director, and if they keep the same guy that they used for First Class, because he was great as Magneto. Um, so yeah, oh, there's so many. Also, have you ever seen movies like, or watched a movie and then thought the first one was awesome, but then you thought the second one sucked? Like, just for example, when the first Michael Keaton Batman movie came out, I don't know how many of you are too young for it, or maybe you've recently seen it or something like that on Blu-ray or DVD or whatever, and you thought, wow, that was awesome. And then you saw Batman Returns, and then you're really disappointed because the first one was so hyped up that it made the second one seem like it was going to be awesome or whatever. Or, for example, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trilogy, the live action versions, where the first two were pretty. The first one was awesome, the second one was pretty good, but the third one sucked so badly. Or yeah, even going back to the Batman movies, uh, Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, those ones were terrible. Oh, no, I wouldn't say terrible, but they weren't great. Like, I'd say Batman Forever wasn't that great, but it wasn't terrible like Batman and Robin was. And if you're wondering why I'm looking over there, it's because, or there, whatever, it's because the cover's right there. So, anyways, and I know many people liked the first, the Batman Begins, but for some weird reason, I don't know why. Maybe I'll have to watch it again to maybe like it or not. But when I first watched it, and then I watched it again, maybe a couple weeks later, a month or two later, I still didn't like it. I don't know why. I think one of the main reasons was the Batman's voice, because if you go back to like regular Batman movies or even TV shows, the difference between Bruce Wayne's voice and Batman's voice are not that much. So why would you go from this to "I'm Batman" type of thing? You know what I mean? It makes no sense at all. And I know I did a terrible Batman voice, but I'm just giving you that example. Um, what else? I don't know how many people remember this, but you know, you know the Three Ninjas where you had like Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum. Well, they had four movies, and two out of the four movies were terrible. Well, I wouldn't say terrible. I'd say one out of the four was terrible, and one out of the other one I'm thinking of was okay, but not the greatest. But number one and number three were really good. At least I thought they were really good. And supposedly, and I'm hearing this rumors that supposedly there might be another Terminator movie. I don't know this for sure. Right now it's just rumors. And same with there's rumors going around that James Cameron's going to be directing it, but I just don't see that happening because from what I'm hearing, he's working on Avatar 2 and 3, which to me doesn't make any sense because the first one didn't clue in to being another one, so I don't know about that. And so yeah. So I guess my question for you guys is, what movie are you looking forward to? Whether it's sometime this year, whether you see this sometime this year, which is in 2012, or whether you see it in 2013, or even 14 or 15 or whatever, and you're like, oh man, this is gonna be awesome, or whatever. And also, one more thing. What would you like to see Transformers be remade to more towards what the cartoon was back in the 80s, I believe? And would you like the characters to look more like the characters in the cartoon, whether it was the cartoon movie or the cartoon TV show, and not the way they did it for Transformers, Dark Side of the Moon, Revenge of the Fallen, those ones? Don't get me wrong. First one was awesome. The way they hyped it was great. Second one wasn't that great. I mean, but I heard it was like the writer strike kind of screwed them up. And the third one was better, but still wasn't as good as the first. And also a little bit of video game news. Supposedly, they're calling the next Batman video game Batman Arkham City 2, which to me sucks because I know a lot of people, they want to see Batman in Gotham City or something like that. Because to me that would make more sense, and I think if they're actually thinking about bringing Joker back after being killed, because for some weird reason my friend's telling me that he's somehow made it into the pit that the rejuvenating pit. I forget what it's called. I think it's like the Lazarus or something. Supposedly they made it, and there's some point where, if you look closely at the end, the vial in the Joker's hand was in like the right hand, and then they went off, and then when it came back, it was in the left hand. So that could be a Clayface or something somehow. I don't know. And supposedly for the Batman, the Dark Knight Rises, supposedly Gordon Levitt from 30 Rock from the yeah 30 Rock from the Sun, Third Rock from the Sun, sorry, and Inception. Supposedly, he is supposed to be Robin in this movie. I don't know if it's gonna be like happening like near the end of the movie or somewhere in the middle or somewhere in the beginning. I'm not sure, but they didn't really clue that in the trailer. And I've looked up on the IBM or IBD website, and it doesn't really seem to clue that in, but I guess they don't want to let people know that. Oh yeah, and also Iron Man 3, there is going to be an Iron Man 3 because they're filming it right now, and it's supposed to be some like capital Iron Man where is the bad guy, and it's like Iron Man, but only he has like the red and white stripes with white stars all over his Iron Man suit. So, and I'm guessing that will probably be coming out next year, summertime, probably, most likely. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this one. It's actually a very longer one than I would normally do, but I felt that because for the past couple times it's been short, and it's only been like a couple minutes or 1 minute or something like that, or maybe even less, that I think you guys deserved a bit more. Oh yeah, one more thing. For the Batman Arkham City video game, the DLC for Harley Quinn, I don't know whether it's worth getting or not, because I think it was awesome being able to play it and stuff, but I think the price is too much. $9.99 plus tax. I think it was like 10 something. So I just don't think it was worth it, to tell you the truth. Like price wise, I mean, if it was like $5.99 or $4.99, I think that would be a lot more worth it for us people that have bought all the DLCs, and not had to and didn't decided not to pay the Game of the Year Batman Arkham City version. So I don't know, but anyways, whenever you watch this, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and hopefully I'll get better comments than I did last time, and I didn't really the time before. And I didn't really appreciate it because I was trying to do something. I was trying to say something nice, and your comment kind of ruined it. So I'm not gonna say your channel name because I don't want to somehow sponsor you in my videos. But the past video kind of said how I felt. So it'd either be somewhere around here in that corner, where if you want to click and go back to there, then you can, and it'll show you what I'm talking about with the comments, because it'd be Chuck versus the comments, and I'm pretty sure this one would be called Chuck versus the movie or something like that, or movies and video games. I don't know. Anyways, whenever you watch this, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and goodbye.